All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Harakakwadash. A double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yaki in bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And as you see, this article is from the RT, and it reads, "Make no mistake, a new civil war is a very real prospect for the U.S." And this is something that was already noted to us. It's like in the scriptures, Yahweh Bahashim Shai made sure that it was written by the holy men before us that this nation would be divided. So let's start with that. This is coming from the book of Mark 3. And Salakia. This is Mark 3. And I'll start here at 23. "And he called unto them, and he said unto them in parables, How can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but hath an end." Right? And this is what we're seeing. We're seeing that division. And it's a spirit because Yahweh Shemel Shai, matter of fact, I want to grab here too. Just coming from the book of Luke 12 and 50. I'm going to start at 49, but I'm going to read down. It says, "I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?" Right? And this is Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, "But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straitened till it be accomplished? Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, and the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law." So as you see, these are all divisions, even between family members, man. Even within the confines of your blood relatives, you're going to have division. And that division is going to cause what? An uprising, which is going to ultimately turn into fighting and bearing arms. So let's get into this article. It says, "Let's sketch a big country in these 3 broad strokes. First, its population is over 333 million. These citizens privately own about, or at least 339 million guns, meaning what? More guns than people. It says they're unique in that no other state in the world has more private guns than people. They easily outdistance, for instance, Yemen, a country with martial culture that has gone through years of civil war, and yet there are only about 53 firearms per 100 inhabitants. Second, polarization is unusually high and virulent. As of 2020, already a political scientist at one of America's most prestigious universities found that political polarization among Americans have grown rapidly in the last 40 years, more than in Canada, the UK, Australia, or Germany. It says, America is special, but not in a good way. None of the wealthy consolidated democracies of East Asia, Oceania, or Western Europe have faced similar levels of polarization for such an extended period." So the first thing they touched on was what? Was the fact that everybody has weapons, which means what? These weapons are going to be used, right? It says last year, let's keep going. Here we go. Third, the country also displays a pronounced cultural preoccupation, really almost obsession, not merely with the idea of civil war as such, or the specific history of its own very bloody civil war in the 19th century. Rather, its elites and general populace are fixated on a coming civil war, right? Which as of 2022, a whopping 43% considered likely in the next 10 years. And these are the days in which the scriptures speak on, man, the times that we're coming into now. It says, "We are talking, of course, about the United States of America. While it would be easy to adduce more criteria and data points, there is no need," right? And also, ultimately, this is the same way, or another decomposition of how Rome fell as well. It says the above is sufficient to demonstrate that it would be short-sighted to poo-poo the risk of second civil war in America for 2 reasons. It is not a mere fantasy, owing its current national resonance to hype and titillation of imagining a liberating apocalyptic future of chaos and every man and woman for themselves. In the U.S., I guess every other gender that wishes to participate. That's a low blow in there, which is good. Hey, because they know it's bullshit to include every other because it's only 2. Let's keep going. While some observers may even gleefully hope that Americans fighting each other will finally have to let go of the rest of us, that is a very dicey bet, with an elite narcissistically obsessed with global primacy and indispensability. Let's see. In some, it may attract preppers with camo baseball hats, beards, and pump guns, but don't let that fool you. America's Civil War 2.0 is a serious issue. So what about it? What can we reasonably guess about how likely it really is and what shape it might take if it happens? They're going into the border situation, which is ultimately causing tension between Jacob and Esau. Because in doing so, Esau finds that this is his country, and anybody entering into it without the proper qualifications and paperwork are deemed terrorists, man. They're deemed as illegal aliens. So he is gonna get so fed up to the point where he gonna fight, man. They mentioned the movie Bushwick, which is a good movie if you haven't seen it. It shows forth, civil war and division between people, man. And they also saw leave the world behind. But this is all, we understand this is all gonna happen, man. Regardless of whether you like it or not, the scriptures clearly talk about this civil war and it being ongoing in America. Let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras. The 2nd Esdras 15, and I'm gonna start here at 14, 15. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. This is all plain, man. The patriot in America is fed up with the way that their government is ruling things, man. He feels as if his land, his liberty, and his life is being taken away from him. So it's only a matter of time before E brings out these guns and starts laying people down, man. Because you can't forget this was his blessing, and he's sick of Jake. They just seen that police officer get his ass beat, and the Northern Kingdom niggas, because that's who they are in that video. They seen them get off, smile, and flip off the camera. E is mad about that, man. So we're going to see E come back to that true nature of saying, I got to slay Jacob, man. It says, continuing, it says, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, which is the weapon, the gun. Like it. 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And we see these checkpoints, and he's saying, we blocked off certain passageways in order to enter into the U.S. And then you got people on TikTok showing you exactly how they came in here, man. Right? It says a man shall, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Boy, I got to finish this off. In 16, it says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, meaning what, their political figures are going to be targets. It says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right. And then you also had New York come up with that, I believe it's $53 million incentive bill. That's basically going to give, the people that came over here through the borders, I believe $1,000 basically on a Visa card, man. So here they are allocating your public money unto another nation of people, which is good. We're glad E is mad. Get madder, man. Get madder. It's beautiful to see. The same way you've been raping, robbing, and pillaging the world, now you have a nation or nations of people coming back in here and taking the shit from you. Beautiful to see, man. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is setting forth chess pieces, so that this could end, man. We are close. Soon there, who knows how many of them are actually charagma'd up, but we understand that's the next big prophecy. There's gonna have to be another shutdown. There's gonna be more so-called attacks. From E creating, because what the scriptures tell us, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We understand he's gonna bring forth these scenarios And these events ain't to create lockdowns, to create organized chaos. You know, but this is a part of prophecy, the division. And Yahweh Shem Yahshua is allowing it to happen beautifully. Here it says, a country can end up with both civil war and dictatorship, right? We understand in, elections are called off, when countries are in the midst of war, man. They're halted, just like Ukraine's was. It says, ask the ancient Romans, and it's beautiful they mention that because, America is that rebirth of the Roman Empire, man. That little horn. It says, ask the ancient Romans, those Romans, that is, who were so much on the mind of the founders of the American Republic. And here we're seeing the same thing, nothing new under the sun. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the body. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakwadash. I double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to Yaki in bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.